Hello, and welcome back to the Meandering Mena YouTube channel. I have a slightly unconventional video for you today, as you can tell by the title. I'm taking you along with me on an overnight train from Armenia to Georgia. Now, I love a train journey. I think it's one of the best ways to travel, if not the best way. And that's because I love to look. I like looking out windows, people watching, taking in natural scenery and architecture, and learning about how and why places have been connected historically. For looking potential alone, trains are my favorite method of transport, but they're also excellent methods of transportation in terms of sustainability, economy, comfort, and flexibility. I've never taken an overnight or a sleeper train before, so I was ecstatic to discover that we could catch an overnight train from Yerevan to Tbilisi. We boarded the train shortly before 9 p.m. in preparation for our 9:30 p.m. departure time. Here's some footage of us boarding the train, and here's a little look into the compartment we booked as well. The bedding and towels were packaged in a sealed bundle, giving me some extra peace of mind about cleanliness, along with streamlining the bed-making process. We found our pillows here in the upper compartments. There's a latch on the side of the bench nearest the door that drops the bed into place for sleeping, and an elasticated cord that helps keep the mattress in place while it's in the vertical position. There are also coat hooks to help keep bags out of the way while you sleep, and there's also plenty of storage in the sleeper compartments that's hidden behind the headrests, but I did not unpack much in order to keep myself efficient and also help to make sure I didn't leave anything behind. I made my bed right away, put on my comfy clothes, and got around to enjoying the girl dinner we brought along with us for the journey. Side note, pomegranate Fanta is amazing. The journey takes around 10 hours, so I'd recommend you pack yourself a girl dinner or the equivalent for the journey. And then here's me with the obligatory millennial peace sign. Here's a quick look into the toilet situation. Honestly, it was probably cleaner than all of the other public toilets I've encountered on my travels, so that was a really pleasant surprise. They do have hot and cold water taps on board the train for refills, but we were happy to have bottles of water with us in our cabin. As I mentioned before, I like to look at things, especially if I'm in a new place, so if there's a window, I will be looking out of it. Obviously, given that this is an overnight sleeper train, there wasn't any daylight when our train departed at 9:30 p.m. in April, but I still enjoyed looking out the window at whatever I could. I did some reading, listened to an audiobook and some podcasts, and eventually tried my best at sleeping. We stopped at the border for Armenia to get a nifty little train stamp on our passports saying we were leaving the country, and also stopped around an hour later at the Georgian border to get stamped and make any declarations. All the border agents were so kind, despite it being anywhere from 2 to 4 in the morning and the sky opening above us in a veritable downpour. Another fun train stamp later, and we're back on the train to snooze for another 2 or so hours before being woken up by our lovely conductor who asked for our linens. I enjoyed a little more girl dinner, or at this point, girl breakfast, and looked out the window for the last 30 minutes or so of the journey before we pulled into Tbilisi. Now, do I think you're going to get the best sleep of your life on the sleeper train? No. Do I think that this is an amazing experience that you should have if you're presented with the opportunity? Absolutely. I think you should go into it with a positive but realistic attitude, knowing that this is a unique experience and that you're doing it to say that you did. Additionally, if you consider that you're getting a place to stay, along with traveling to another country, the value is amazing. Obviously, conversions change daily, but we paid approximately £65 or $90 for our journey per person, which, like I said, is a great value considering you get to have a unique experience, but also have a place to sleep and transport to another country. Here we are pulling into Tbilisi station, and I'm afraid this is where we say goodbye. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you the next time we meander the gorgeous globe together. Bye-bye.